Seeing the blue interface before his eyes, Lu Chen was just as stunned as he was when he first saw Mu Zixuan's beautiful visage. He even suspected that he was hallucinating due to overexertion, which might have left him physically weakened. Then, he stared intently at the blue interface and raised his hand to select yes. Right after that, the woman's voice rang out again. Newcomer's gift pack has been claimed. As the notification sound ended, many items appeared before Lu Chen. Congratulations, host, for obtaining 1 dragon and tiger pill, 1 realm-breaking pill, a desert eagle with 500 bullets, 50 grenades, and 1 dragon phoenix tree seed. Lu Chen didn't know what these items were for. He first glanced warily at the beauty beside him, Mu Zixuan, who had already fallen asleep from exhaustion. Then he reassuringly raised his hand again and tapped on the words, Dragon and Tiger Pill on the blue interface. Dragon and Tiger Pill. Upon consumption, it can greatly enhance the host's combat strength and ensure a higher chance of producing offspring. The next moment, a beautifully crafted porcelain bottle appeared in Lu Chen's hand. Lu Chen's eyes lit up. It was real. Immediately after, with a thought and a wave of his hand, the small porcelain bottle returned to the blue interface. Lu Chen then clicked on the other rewards. Realm-breaking pill. Upon consumption, the host can become a first-rank martial artist. Desert Eagle. This gun is very powerful and can protect the host to live more safely in this world. Dragon Phoenix Tree Seed. The Dragon Phoenix tree can be cultivated with the host's blood. When the Dragon Phoenix tree grows, if a woman drinks tea brewed from its leaves, it will increase her feelings towards the host, and the seed can help the host have more quality offspring. Excited by the descriptions of these items, Lu Chen hadn't expected that just when he had resigned himself to living a normal life as a mere prince, a multiply and prosper system would suddenly appear. Lu Chen immediately asked in his mind, System, can I receive rewards for every child a woman bears for me? Although he now had the system, Lu Chen didn't believe it came without any requirements. If every woman who bore his child granted him rewards, then he would quickly become invincible. All he would need to do then was to farm at home every day and do nothing else. The woman's rating must reach 90 to qualify. Hearing the system's voice, Lu Chen turned to look at Mu Zixuan again. At that moment, a recognition interface popped up. Name, Mu Zixuan. Identification, daughter of Mu Changtian, a citizen of the Great Xia dynasty, Queen of the North Prince. Rating, 93. Favorability, 60. You have made her very satisfied today. Seeing that Mu Zixuan's rating was 93, Lu Chen smiled. For such a beautiful woman, it would indeed be unreasonable to score less than 90. Then Lu Chen glanced at the 2 maids in the room. They were also quite beautiful and might have ratings of 90 or above. Name, Zhou Xiaoxiao. Identification, daughter of Zhou Wangtian. After Zhou Wangtian's family was raided, she was sent to the Ministry of Punishments. Later, the Mu family bought her, and today she came as a dowry maid accompanying the Mu family's young miss, Mu Zixuan, to marry into the North Prince Mansion. Rating, 90. Favorability, 50. Seeing the introduction of this maid, Lu Chen was momentarily stunned. He was not surprised that Zhou Xiaoxiao had a rating of 90. After all, she indeed looked quite beautiful. He was shocked that this woman was actually the daughter of Zhou Wangtian. Zhou Wangtian was the man who had caused trouble for the Mu family with accusations of rebellion. Whether it was true or not, Lu Chen wasn't sure, but it was officially labeled as rebellion. The Mu family was bold enough to rescue her even though she had been sent to the Ministry of Punishments. Moreover, they sent her to the North Prince Mansion, which was like setting a trap for him, wasn't it? If someone with ulterior motives found out about this, it was very likely that he too would be implicated. Afterward, Lu Chen glanced at the other equally beautiful maid. Name, Zhou Yuyu. Status, daughter of Zhou Wangtian, younger sister of Zhou Xiaoxiao. After her father Zhou Wangtian's household was raided, she was sent to the Ministry of Punishments and later bought by the Mu family with money. Today she is accompanying the Mu family's eldest daughter, Mu Zixuan, as a maid in her marriage to the North Prince Mansion. Rating, 91. Favorability, 80. She fell in love with you at first sight. Seeing Zhou Yuyu's information, Lu Chen furrowed his brows. It was exactly as he had suspected. When he had entered the bridal chamber earlier, he had been curious as to why Mu Zixuan's accompanying maids were so beautiful. These were not simply maids. They were clearly two young ladies. However, on second thought, both of them had a rating of 90. So if he had children with them, that would satisfy the system's conditions. This was like getting two for the price of one. But how should he handle the two women's status? It was really too sensitive a matter. Although they were bought out with money by the Mu family and perhaps the process was legal, they were still daughters of a criminal, only fit to be slaves. At that moment, Chu Xiaoxiao and Zhou Yuyu stood beside the bridal chamber, shivering as they saw Lu Chen busy earlier, now staring straight at them instead of sleeping. They had witnessed Lu Chen's violence just now. They had entered the prince's mansion as maids for the bridal chamber. Even as Mu Zixuan consummated her marriage, they were to attend to Lu Chen and Mu Zixuan, such as wiping sweat and the like, or even replacing the mistress in serving Lu Chen when she was not able. They had already accepted their fate, and for the two daughters of a criminal, being favored by Lu Chen could actually be considered their good fortune. The reason the Mu family chose them as accompanying maids was precisely with this in mind, to have the North Prince mansion protect them. Lu Chen coughed and then said, "You can go to sleep now." In unison, they replied, "Yes, Prince." Then, they turned and walked towards the adjoining room next to the bridal chamber. Watching the graceful silhouettes of the two sisters, Lu Chen couldn't help but think that ancient society was truly sinful. He was, however, already accustomed to it and didn't even feel uncomfortable watching the two sisters from the side earlier. After they had left the bridal chamber, Lu Chen took out a realm-breaking pill and swallowed it directly. Immediately, a warm flow entered his body, and Lu Chen suddenly felt extremely relaxed all over. Subsequently, a blue interface appeared in front of him. Host, Lu Chen Realm. First rank cultivation technique, none divine skills, none weapon, desert eagle, offspring, none Lu. Chen glanced at it and then closed the system interface. He felt restless at that moment. Since arriving in this world, he occasionally exercised his body, but he had never practiced any martial arts and never had the strength of a martial artist. Having the strength of a martial artist for the first time, Lu Chen was eager to test it out. However, after glancing at the beauty who had already fallen asleep next to him, Lu Chen ultimately dismissed the idea. Everything would wait until tomorrow morning. The next morning, Chu Yuqin came to the courtyard where Lu Chen was staying. Seeing that the bridal chamber of Lu Chen and Mu Zixuan was still closed, she asked the prince's mansion soldiers at the door, "Has Chener not gotten up yet?" The soldier stammered and replied awkwardly, "Well, the prince is already up, but he is still busy. Madam Chu, please return." No sooner had the soldier finished speaking than Chu Yuqin faintly heard some noises coming from inside the room.